Hello, everybody, and welcome to Haphazard Fiction, the live play role-playing game that we are going to use to bring to you Monster of the Week. We are a new podcast session. We look forward to bringing you this great game, and hopefully it plays well into the narrative. My name is Brooke. I am the keeper for this game. I am I guess you could say, semi-amateur player. I've been playing games for about 30 years. Started off with the original TSR Marvel role-playing game, dice and charts and good times there. So 30 years of gaming. I've been called a storyteller. I've been called a judge. I've been called a game master. And with Monster of the Week, it is the keeper. So next on our game, we have Rob. Rob, why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Oh, Rob. I've got a similar background as Brooke. I think we've been playing about the same amount of time. I started off with ElfQuest, I think. We were having this conversation earlier. I don't know if I started with ElfQuest or Rifts. I can't remember.
Two very antiquated games.
But yeah, shortly after that, we started playing Marvel together, and I've been in just about every game that he's been in, more or less, for the last 30 years also. Yeah. It's a long time.
Rob is also our technical producer, I guess you would call him, for the podcast. So if anything does go wrong or doesn't jive, you do know who to blame. That would be Rob.
Blame me.
Yes.
I'm all about that.
All right. Josh, why don't you tell us about yourself?
Hi, my name is Josh Reed, and I am a role-playing game avid enthusiast, whatever you want to call it. I've been playing since about the age of 12. I got introduced to the original Dungeons & Dragons by a late uncle of mine who picked up on a game he was playing back in high school 20 some odd years later and let me come in on a session, and that got me hooked. And I've been playing off and on anything from D&D to Exalted or any other number of other role-playing games I can get into since then. So
very cool. We look forward to having you here. And Jared.
Hello, my name is Jared Reed, and honestly, I think I'm the pup of the group. I've only honestly been playing for probably about 10 years. I got into it back in 2008 when I was in middle school, and started with 3.5 D&D. Yeah, the old school stuff.
That old school 3.5.
Yeah. No, one day just went over to a buddy's house with a couple friends, and his dad ran a game for us, and that was it for me. I was hooked, and played a lot of stuff since then. D&D stuff based off TV shows, anime, video games. I played Exalted. It's a blast, and I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. Mr. Mundy, why don't you tell us about yourself, Mr. Mundy?
My name is Raul, and I have been playing role-playing games since I was 9. We were over at one of my parents' friend's house, and his basement was basically full of BattleTech and D&D books. And for my 9th birthday, he bought me the original black D&D set. And ever since that, I've been playing role-playing games. Probably my favorite would be Call of Cthulhu. I think it's underrated. You have to have a lot of thought process. You can't just be murder hobos and play that game. So I like that.
Yeah, there's the horror genre is fun, and that's one of the beautiful parts of the Monster of the Week format is it gives you the capability of earning a very tight knit narrative plot where each session can be its own entity, very similar to like television shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Supernatural or something along those lines. There's a lot of opportunity for what we think is, we hope is going to be great narrative, and we're hoping to be able to bring you a really good story here, really developed by the players, not just me as the keeper. And to introduce everybody once again to the game, I am the keeper, so I'm going to be laying the basic format of the game out. I'm going to be coming up with the plots and the monsters that everybody are going to be going up against. And as we move forward, every one of our characters is going to be, bringing a particular aspect into the game. Rob, why don't you tell everybody about your aspect, what your character is and what you bring?
So my character's name is Malcolm Creed. He's a very clean cut, very well dressed, very proper, from a different era kind of guy. He is the main point of contact between the players and the agency that they work for.
Or will be working for.
Will be working for. How much detail you want me to go into on the
I think that's
backstory
good. I think that's good.
There's some secrets. Let's say that.
So this is going to be a little different format where as a player, Rob's character, Malcolm Creed, is going to be more closely tied to the keeper than the other players up front. You know, he may have a little bit more information and kind of help direct the gameplay, you know, so we're trying this in a little bit of a different type of format. So hopefully that works out well. Jared, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your character?
Alrighty, so I am playing a character. His name is Lane Wesson. Actually, he is one of those, crazy cases that you never, thought he had it in him. But I'm playing a wronged. So, normal kid, grew up, married his high school sweetheart. Average Joe, opened up his own, performance shop, worked on cars and everything. And one night coming home, after he showed up, the lights were off in his house. But as he entered, there were these strange people that were in the house. One of them actually had his wife kind of like pinned to the wall by her throat. And another one actually grabbed him and threw him out of a window, and they took his wife. So when he becomes conscious in the hospital, he spends probably about 2 months with, police and law enforcement, spending thousands, selling his shop and house and everything, trying to find his wife. And when no leads turn up, no nothing, he kind of just snaps. And so he actually takes it on himself to find his wife. So after those 2 months, he basically kind of sells everything. All he keeps is his, his classic 69 Charger that he restored. He buys weapons and he kind of takes justice into his own hands. He starts knocking down, drug houses, gang places. He just starts, basically murdering them all, trying to find any kind of lead that will, bring him, even that much closer to finding his wife. One thing he does after he, deals with an area, once he's basically killed everybody, like in a drug house or something, he has this revolver and he has these like silver engraved shells that as he shoots them, what he does is when they're empty, he takes the shells and he throws them up, onto the scene, kind of like a marker or a warning to whoever may try to come after him. And, growing up in San Antonio, he finally left about 3 months into it. After about a month of just murdering, he ended up in Colorado, and ending up there, he's kind of already started carving a path, trying to find a way to his wife. So, and that's what drives him. He went from being a, your typical guy to this cold, monster, honestly. He's a murderer, and all he wants is to get his wife back.
Awesome. All right. I guess that leads us over to you, Josh.
Well, all right, and the character I'm playing is a professional, and his name is Caspian T. Barnes. He is a veteran police officer with the Denver Police, and about 3 weeks ago, he ended up finally making it into this elite branch that they have at this one police depot. He's 3 weeks in. He's always been the best cop in his division. He was a detective for a while before he made it over, and he spends a good deal of his time solving hard cases. He never lets up until he gets the job done, basically. With this department, they deal with high profile crimes. For the past 3 weeks now, since he got on this new team, he has been following around a serial vigilante who's been taking out, really bad guys, like, drug houses, things like that. And he does come across the same signature engraved silver shells strewn about the crime scene. So he is chasing a vigilante who's doing the cop's job, but he's killing everybody instead of arresting. He's not driven by anything that's happened to him in the past, other than he grew up with just some strong morals. He liked to help people. He liked to see justice brought to when things were done wrong since he was a kid. And he just furthers that in. He wants to always be better than he is. So he's pushing himself all the time to have a much better, work ethic than he did the day before.
Awesome. All right. And that leads us to our resident radio jockey. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your character, Raul?
His name is Deshaun Lincoln, and he's a conspiracy theorist. He knows what the truth is out there. He's the flake. I'm honestly not sure how that translates to conspiracy theorist, but that's what he is. And so he's going to find out where that link is, because we know that somebody made that link on purpose and not for good, for evil. You like that? Short and sweet. Sorry, the eye contact was real hardcore right there for a second. You guys couldn't see it, but it was hard.
Short and sweet right there. So that is the intro for our characters. If you guys listen along, hopefully you'll get to know more about who we are and what they plan to do. And, this is going to be once again, this is going to be a narrative, and we hope to paint a really good picture for you guys as we move forward. So the game takes place in Denver, Colorado and surrounding area. And as we move forward, Caspian, we are going to start with you. You have been on the trail of somebody out there that is killing the people you're going after. You get a lead and you go in to try to bust some kind of a minor drug lord or some kind of pusher, and you go in, and as you do, every time you get there, whoever these leads are coming from, you're like 2 steps behind. You get into these scenarios and you have been following somebody, and you know that they're doing your job for you. You're trying to bring them to justice. This person's out for vengeance, because when you get there, it's a bloodbath. Nobody is left alive. Everybody is slaughtered in the most horrific way they possibly can be. So as you go forward, your detective, your commanding detective, Detective Blaine, has come to you, and he's given you the dossier for your next case. And in this case, he wants you to go to a warehouse district. So your next lead that you've been given from this dossier that your captain has given you is there is something going to be taking place at a warehouse district. That's all you know. You know there's going to be in what part of the warehouse district off of 32nd Street. In the warehouse, there's something going to be going on. You don't know what it is. He can't afford to give you backup because it just could be very, you will need to go in and do a stakeout. We need you there to find out what is going to be going on in the situation and report back. That's all we know. You good there?
Yeah.
All right. Jared.
All right.
So you've been up in Denver for a few days.
Yep.
And didn't take you long to kind of cleave a path through the leads that sent you here or brought you here. You've basically just been demolishing the local minor drug lord situation, and it has led you to a warehouse. And in this warehouse district, there's something, and there's going to be a big deal going on here, and you don't know exactly what it is. However, it's going to be important. You need to be here on this night. Mr. Deshawn, you just got off the air and you have a packet waiting for you.
Where did it come? I mean, did it come to my office in the station, or
your producer?
I walk outside?
Somebody just, left it with your incoming mail, as they drop everything off. Your producer has it just sitting there on the control panel.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. Somebody left it for you. It's your mail. I don't open your mail. This person does not like you. They do your job. It's their job, so they have to record your show, but they don't like you.
Racist bastard. I guess I'm going to open up that package.
All right, you open it up, and it's pictures. It's pictures of a warehouse, and you see cars driving through, unmarked, solid, blacked out vans and cars just driving through. They park in like circles so that way they can kind of hide what's going on in between them. And people are coming out, solid black suits, black sunglasses in the middle of the night. I mean, it's freaky.
Oh, hell no. Marcus, who brought this package?
Man, Leslie dropped it off. She brings the mail every day.
Where's Leslie at? Tell her to come over here.
You go get her. It's not my job.
You son. I'm gonna go get I guess Leslie.
Well, you go, Leslie. She's got her cart. You know, she's got her cart and she's pushing around and she's dropping off mail in cubicles. And
Hey, Leslie, who brought this package?
it was left up front in the mail.
You didn't see who dropped it off?
No, it's up front with the mail.
Okay. I'll see how it's gonna be.
All
right, man. I guess I'm gonna go. Like, is there an address on the package?
Yeah, you can see exactly where it's at. It's warehouse areas off of 32nd.
And it's at nighttime. I ain't got nothing going on that anyways.
Well, that's good.
I mean, I thought I implied that. I'm obviously going to go check it out. You just kind of looked at me all crazy eyed.
No. Those were crazy eye sounds. If you guys on the radio did not know, apparently that's what they sound like. All right. So I imagine as soon as you get notification, Josh, how quickly after you get this notification are you going to be up there setting up?
I've requisitioned a stakeout vehicle from the department that I've recently joined. My guy, I'm going to go through all the proper channels.
What kind of vehicle you want?
I took a van. It's just a basic looking panel van. It's actually, we have one in our vehicle motorcade that was an old like electrician's van. It still has all the markings on it. So we just use it. So I'm going to make my way to the armory and I'm going to check out my weaponry. And so I'm going to pull out my pistol and my SMG, my MP5. So I'm going to make my way to the armory and go talk to the weapons master and pull out everything I need.
You load up.
Okay.
You got this thing. Once again, this is a basic stakeout. This is not you're going to check out every large, heavy caliber weapon that you can get your hands on. But as far as a panel van and surveillance equipment and everything, yeah, you get what you need. As I'm putting everything together, I'm gonna go to the van. Everything's checked in, make sure everything's bolted down. I'm gonna go back to Detective. Was it Blaine?
I'm gonna go back to Detective Blaine and just make sure there's nothing else he needs me to do before I have to go. Sir, is there anything else I need to worry about?
Oh, this is just basic intel. You get us the information we need, and then we can get the team together and go in when we're ready.
All right, sir. Well, I will do exactly as you've asked. Give him kind of a salute and make my way to the van, and I head off. I'm assuming it's about dusk. I want to get there before it's too dark. I don't want to drive up with have to have headlights on.
Okay, that's perfect. Lane Wesson, what are you going to do? How soon do you want to get there?
I basically want to show up after everything's kind of been set up. Again, I'm going to roll up and again, my car, 69 Charger, big horsepower, kind of loud. So I kind of want to steer clear of all of it till commotion kind of starts going on. And I basically just want to sit out on the outskirts of the warehouse, kind of watch the vehicles roll in from a distance. And
what time are you planning on getting there?
I'm going to probably say about 20 minutes after I see all the vehicles move in. So yeah, I'm going to roll up in like a little late and I'm going to be fully loaded. I'm going to be ready to
No
run.
vehicles come in. No vehicles are pulling in.
At all.
Nothing at the moment.
Okay.
So about what time of day would you say, though, that you're going to get there to start prepping for your mini
I'm going
stakeout?
to basically say after I get the intel, I'm basically going to just go sit right outside, find a good spot to park.
You get there well before.
Yeah, that way I can
then.
survey the area, kind of know exactly what it is I might be getting into. So
okay, you're able to get into a lot, and I mean this is a big warehouse district. You go warehouse after warehouse after warehouse. The parking lot next door, you're able to get in and see everything through there, through the chain link fence, and see everything. So Deshaun, Mr. Lincoln,
Yeah.
what is your plan for staking this out?
So I drive a 1978 Oldsmobile Clays because it's a not fuel injection car. Actually, I have no idea if that's true.
it is true. It's not a fuel injection car.
All right, cool. Because I don't want any computer and stuff
no computers in your vehicle.
That's right. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my Lord.
And
Big brother's listening.
That's right. I can't even pronounce her name. Anyways, so I'm gonna basically go get. I'm gonna get in my car. I mean, I'm single. I got no kids. I'm gonna go there right now, man.
What time is your radio show on the air?
Starts at 10 o'clock at night.
It starts at 10 o'clock at night. So you get your notice. Then what do you want? 5 hours, 4 hours?
No, I'm only on for an hour.
You get an hour?
Conspiracy theorists.
Well,
I should be thankful I get that hour.
Right. So if you go right afterwards, you're getting there at midnight, like the day before. How long are you going to stay and camp out in your car?
Oh, dude, I've got cameras.
I've
got Polaroid.
You basically got until 10 o'clock the next night, right?
I got the cameras that go click, 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 click. You know what I'm talking about.
All right.
Disposable.
So, Mr. Conspiracy Theorist, you are the first person there.
Okay.
You get out there and you get out to the place and you see, it's an empty warehouse. There's nobody working at night. You may have already missed what has happened today, but you still have till tomorrow to kind of come through.
It's a big warehouse.
It's like I said, it's a warehouse district. It's, bays after bays after bays, but you can see right where the pictures were taken. Exactly where you were going to go. So when you get there,
I want to scope the area out.
Yeah. As you're scoping out, man, you see an old Charger.
Yeah. 69 Charger.
69 Charger pull up in kind of a lot on the other side of the chain link fence. But it's just, it's like you, it's, government's not tracking that car. That thing's old.
Yeah, but it's not very inconspicuous.
Oh, hell no. Blower out of the hood, loud as all hell. Yeah, it's not exactly inconspicuous at all.
So after he gets there, man, about just 20 minutes before dusk, a panel van pulls in. A panel van.
I got no hell no.
I'm gonna actually drive the van not anywhere near where I would you would expect people to be, and I'm gonna act like I'm in electrician's jumpers, and I'm gonna pull up to where there's like an external power box somewhere, something rather.
So hold on, because
an unmarked panel van.
No, it's marked.
Okay.
It still has all the old electrician company stuff on there.
Before all this, if I would have, since I got there early, if I would have scoped the place out and realized that everything's empty, and if it's one of those big warehouses, I would have wanted to try to get in and get on the second floor. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the rafters? I want to Assassin's Creed this.
Okay.
Did you say the Raptors?
Yes.
He meant Raptors.
There's dinosaurs around this warehouse. I can feel it. Stupid engine.
So how are you going to get inside? Are you going to try to sneak in while the warehouses are actually open for business during the day? Are you going to try to go after they start closing down?
I figured there's people working here. They're probably just a bunch of Joes.
They are.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, I have a school bag, if you know what I'm saying, for my supplies.
You have just a regular school bag just running with your backpack?
Raggedy tag bag. You know, the ones that people carry to work.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to totally pretend. I'm just going to walk right in. Someone tries to stop me, be like, oh, man.
Man, these people are just doing their jobs, driving their forklifts in and out. You're just another Joe walking in. You get in. The pictures that you saw, though, everything happened outside. It did not happen inside.
No, correct.
And these warehouses do not have windows. They're just blank walls and roll-up doors.
There's no window or anything in there.
Nothing facing out to where the cars were.
I'm still going to stake out upstairs and wait till everybody leaves for the...
Okay.
And then we'll come back and check it out.
All right. Come nighttime. I mean, it gets dark.
I hear the...
You hear a Charger roll up. It's hard to mistake that real throaty
blower sound, cam, everything like that.
All right.
Sitting there shaking the photo out.
Yep. He that car gets settled in over, like I said, in the lot next door on the other side of the fences, and somebody doesn't even bother getting out of the car. They just stay in.
Oh yeah, I got you, son.
And then by an electrical panel, another panel van pulls up, faded electrician signals on it, and somebody gets out that is very erect. You've never seen anybody with posture this good.
So he's very erect.
He is at attention. He is definitely at attention. He's got the best posture of any electrician you've ever seen.
Yeah, I got.
And he, he's got his bag out. He's got his tool belt, and he's,
I
I'm working on a panel.
He's working on panels.
Yeah, pictures, man.
He's got those big plumber's pliers out, you know.
I have no
Undoing a
I have
bolt.
no sunglasses on. I don't have a hat on. I just sitting there working.
But his posture is phenomenal.
This is really weird. I'm taking pictures of all this. I know something's up because I'm suspicious.
You're able to see the electrician come in. I don't know if it's in your nature or not. What is your nature as far as seeing a electrician van come up?
Cautious of anybody around because, again, I'm running with a trunk full of guns. But as long as people don't mess with me and they're not my target, I'm not going to give them the time of day.
About 20 minutes into the electrician supposedly working on this big panel of his.
He's not very good, is he?
No, he's been turning that same screw for about the last 20 minutes. That panel never even comes off.
Now, from where I'm at, can I see him actually working, or do I just see the van with him kind of moving
You see,
behind it?
yeah, you see movement and him doing stuff. You can't tell what he's trying to do.
Gotcha.
What I'm actually doing is I do open the cover on the panel,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just kind of humming to myself like a normal worker would do, just kind of keeping himself occupied. And I end up installing a little camera on the side of this panel, angled out towards where like cars could drive through on the outside of the building. And so I've got a little security camera plopped, very tiny. You couldn't see it unless you're up, you walk up close to it. I'm gonna put one camera there, and then I'm gonna see if I can look for. I'm gonna start like with my finger tracing electrical wires, and and then I'm gonna make my way to another panel and do the same thing. Just gonna set up another little security camera, and these are all gonna be fed into the van.
Okay. Well, while you're setting these up, just right before it has a chance to start to get dark, one of those little short yellow special education school buses drives up and parks right where that ring of cars had been in the photographs you had seen.
And we can all see this?
Everybody can see.
School bus?
Yes, like one of the little short school buses, and it is beat the hell up. I mean, it is all kinds of raggedy. And a man who, he looks like he's probably in his 60s, real scruffy, but man, this guy's, he walks like very lithe. A man must be in his mid early 60s, comes out. Man, he's really scruffy. His hair is like perfectly gray, but he's bulky. This dude's got some muscle on him. Coming out and he's got these like raggedy work pants on. He's wearing the wife beater. It's filthy. It's filthy. And there's something you can kind of tell because it's still light enough outside that as soon as he stops, after he gets out, there's something hanging and swinging in the back of that van.
The
man
bus?
just out of the bus. And he just stands over. He gets over by the front door of it and just kind of, he leans back, pulls a pack of cigarettes out of his car and just lights up a cigarette.
That's DNA evidence for me.
So basically, I guess at this point, what I would want to do is take up my M4 and like through the sight of the gun, I'd like to just kind of like get a closer view on possibly what is hanging in this bus.
A bus?
Man, yeah. It looks like a giant haunch of meat. Like a big quarter of a cow swinging, hanging from the inside of this bus, hanging on the back.
Alrighty, well, I'm just going to proceed to just kind of sit back in the seat of my car and just be ready for anything that could come next.
He's just sitting there smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch him.
After a second, he takes a cigarette, kind of perks up, kind of starts looking around, and he starts waving his hands.
Who's he waving his hands at?
He's just kind of anywhere, just waving them.
I'm making my way. I guess at this point I would already been back in the van, so I'm just staying there watching all this. I have no idea who this guy is and who he's trying to flag down.
Exactly same. I'm just going to wait to see who ends up coming.
He starts looking around. He's looking. He can't see your car, and he doesn't know where you're hiding. I don't know if he can see you through your panel van or not. He glances at the van or whatnot and just kind of goes around. He steps back into the bus, and all of a sudden, you hear over a loudspeaker,
Are you guys out there? I'm waiting. You're here for me, right? It's time to go.
Wait, so he just says that over a loudspeaker on the bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go check that out. I guess at this point, I'd like fire up my car, I'd move through the fence, and I'd move up towards him.
And that's when Jared's character died.
Hey, someone's got to get the game going.
You see a black Charger pull up right next to that bus.
I'm just recording all this through the cameras. I mean, it's live recording it down to a digital hard drive.
And so basically, as I get out, as I get out of the car and everything, I stand there and I just kind of sling the M4 across my chest. And I was just looking at him, I'm like, who are you?
He peeks his head out at you. I'm Chamberlain, and I'm here to pick you up.
Pick me up? You don't even know me.
You're Wesson, right?
How do you know who I am?
Wesson Smith.
Well, I'm supposed to pick you up in the cop. I need to pick you and the cop up and the radio guy.
Obviously, I can't hear any of this, right? Yeah.
Oh, hey, I should probably let everybody know. He picks up the little like CB walkie-talkie that goes on.
I'm here for the cop and the radio guy too. Not just the criminal.
Oh, hell no.
I'm still not leaving the van because I'm a trained cop. I have no idea who the cred this is.
You were on that panel for a while. All right. You know what? I'm going to come out pretending I'm a late worker.
You just going to walk out to your car? I mean, where are you going to?
I'm like, oh, hey, what are you guys doing at Joe's Meat Shack? It's where
Well, I was picking up my meat. He picks his thumb up and points at the haunch of meat hanging in the back of his school bus. He has a big haunch of meat hanging in the back of his school bus.
Yeah, but you didn't pick that up here.
Well, no, you got your prices are awful. Why would I buy this here? Are you ready to go? You're radio guy, right? You're Deshaun Lincoln?
Hey. Who are you?
Hey, Detective Caspian. I need you to get these two guys on my bus. It's time to go.
Come on, Ice-T.
I'm gonna when I hear my name, I'm gonna go ahead and upload all the footage I've taken. I'm gonna send it via satellite to.
All of the stuff starts to flicker out. All of the electronic equipment starts kind of pulsating and flickering out.
And I mean, that's
grab the
that's just
drive
how
in hopes that I can
work.
salvage it. So,
Detective Blaine sent me to come and get you.
I'm gonna go
It's
ahead.
time to go.
I grab my SMG and push open the. I put on top of it a night vision scope.
Wait, did he just pull that out and is walking towards us?
And I open the back of the van and I'm looking around it. Who are you?
Yeah, you see a cop now. You see an SMG pointed at you.
Hey.
You're still in your car, right?
I'm standing out with my M4 out.
Who are you and what do you want with me?
I'm Chamberlain, and I'm here to get you. Time to go.
I have no idea who you are, sir. And if you know who I am and what I'm doing here, that's a problem.
He makes a valid point. How do you know any of us?
Well, maybe I'm supposed to pick you up.
Well,
so I have to know you.
Says who?
What's the detective's name that he clearly didn't hear?
Detective Blaine.
What about Detective Blaine?
He sent me to get you.
I'm gonna pull my phone out.
It's not working. It's not like it's hot. Your phone feels really hot.
Am I under arrest?
No. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm probably a good 30 yards away from him. I'm not close.
If you want to know what's going on, you got to go. And that means you got to get on the bus. I can't get you there unless you get on the bus.
I'm not leaving my car.
Man, your car's going to be fine.
And I'm supposed to just take your word for that?
Well, you can drive the bus and I'll drive your car.
Yeah, hell no, that's not happening.
Then you got to leave your car. You got to get on the bus.
I'm going to start walking up. I'm going to flip the MP5 to full auto.
Okay.
I start walking up very slowly. And I'm not pointing at anybody else other than the gentleman from the bus.
He's in the bus still. You're not going to be able to get
sir, I've seen what happens on the YouTube. My hands are up.
Mr. Chamberlain, I'm going to ask you one time, get out of this bus right now.
No.
I guess I'm not asking anymore.
Okay, so you're focused on the guy in the bus, not the guy with the loaded M5?
M4.
M4?
Can see him?
Yes, he's right next to the bus. As soon as you get close enough, you see he had his gun pressed well against his body,
I stop walking.
This is some bullshit.
and you're in the middle.
Oh, my hands are up. I ain't going out like that.
I stop walking when I see Weston's character with his M4. I'm like, what is going on here? I was told to stake this place out for heavy criminal activity. What is going on?
Well, I can take you to get the answers for what the criminal activity is, but you got to get on the bus. My meat's getting hot. That sounds really bad.
Wow. Okay. That's
it is.
Wait, a hot diggity
Well,
dog.
these
Come
two
on,
are
come
having
on.
the old school Western. I'm going to start bagging up towards my car.
Whoa. Where you going?
Hey, man, I want a
Hey.
gun too.
You got to keep it. Oh, all right. He lifts up his shirt and pulls out a gun. Pulls out a 357.
I grab it and I start doing, all right,
All right, we got
right.
ourselves a Mexican standoff.
what kind of Illuminati shit is this? I know you came here for me.
Sir, I don't have a Vegas clue who you are, but you got about 3 seconds to not point that gun at me, or I will drop you like a bad habit.
You drop your gun.
I chamber the round into the gun.
Oh, hey, by the way, the guy comes out, because now that you've been paying attention to him, he's got a grenade in his hand. So, I pulled the pin out of this a minute ago. So why don't we get in the van?
I dropped the gun.
Yeah, you can keep the gun. Pick up my gun.
No. I'm on the bus.
Yeah, but no, you can't.
Back of the bus.
You can't leave. You can't leave my gun. You got it. You got to get my gun.
Is there any way I can just follow you in my car? I don't want to leave this. This is all I
It's
have.
going to be fine.
Deshaun's on the bus.
Sean's on the bus. I got the radio guy on the bus. I'm waiting on Caspian, and
Don't get me killed.
and Wesson. Come on.
I'm going to get in my car, kind
You
of
can
park
keep
it
the
somewhere to
gun.
hide it.
I intend on it. I want to know who sent you here.
And how do you find the answer to that?
Let me call my detective captain.
No, you get on the bus.
So you lied to me.
No, your captain knows I'm here. You can't call him. Your phone don't work, dumbass.
It worked when I arrived.
And now it don't. Funny, right? How'd I know that? I don't know. Magic.
Get on the damn bus before it kills us all.
All right. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go park my car again and hide
No,
it.
you are not moving. Your car is going to stay there. I got a grenade. I will blow us all the fuck up.
All right. Fine. I can't protect the one thing I enjoy. Fine.
What is wrong with y'all?
I just get on the bus.
There's a black man crying in the back of the bus.
He's like, oh, hell no. They're going to kill us all.
I'm gonna.
He's not sobbing though, right? You got
No,
right?
man, but I'm nervous, man. You got two white dudes with
I'm
guns that are unnecessarily here.
Actually, Caspian is a very large black cop.
Look, you acting kind of white right now. These guys are psycho, and there's a dude with a grenade.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I get on the
start
bus.
walking around the perimeter of the bus.
No. The door's right here. Why are you going to walk around?
I'm a police officer. You should know how we do things. Our safety is number one, and you've got a grenade. You got one dude with an M4 and another dude panicking and squealing with a 357. I don't know any of y'all.
But you know Detective Blaine, right? He's the one that sent me to get you to come with me to figure out what's going on. I got a grenade.
I switched to my taser.
Oh, dear God.
Come on, man. You're gonna make me drop it. Oh, by the way, there's no delay left. If I let go, it's gonna go off. Now, get the fuck on the bus. Please.
Put the pin in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Get on the bus.
The
point is to get on the damn bus.
I'm a very straightforward cop. I'm very by the book. I mean,
For the love of God, this is for the
By
game.
book. What book are you reading?
You might live. They're gonna die.
I don't know them anyways.
What kind of a cop are you?
We'll do things politely, I guess. I'll holster my gun. You pin the grenade.
Okay. After you're on the bus.
I put the taser in.
After you're on the bus.
I put my foot on the bus. All right, I'm on.
Oh my God.
I could make this worse, but just going out the back of the bus and take it off.
I get on the bus and I turn around.
And he closes the door. Door closes.
Pin the grenade.
Boop. He pins the grenade. Here, you can hold it.
Did
He steps
Weston
into a
Smith
seat.
get on the bus?
Yeah. You did, right? Yeah, he got on before the cop.
I locked my car up and I just got on.
I didn't hear it. I saw him make the "I'm getting on the bus" movement.
I sit back where in the very back corner opposite.
That's where he is.
Which back seat are you in, left or right?
That don't matter. I'm not sitting anywhere near your
Wherever you
cycle.
sit, you can't see him because there's a big ass haunch of meat hanging in the back. And these seats are sticky.
I'm going to stand in the
These
middle.
are the stickiest, nastiest seats.
I'm going to stand in the middle. I'm going to pull my pistol. I'm like, I still don't trust you. Just know that.
Hey,
Okay.
the guy's name is Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
Can I take pictures?
Yes.
All right.
I'm just going to stand up closer to where he is driving the bus.
He starts to drive. You guys want music? You guys want some music while we're driving?
No.
No? We're going to be driving a little bit.
Where we going?
We gotta go a little bit out of town.
Why are you kidnapping me?
Well, because you want to know what's going on, right? I listen to your radio show. You are good.
I am good, right?
No, it's so off, but it's the best. Thank you. I haven't laughed that hard in so long. Oh, the government's gonna get me. The government's gonna get me. That don't happen. That don't happen.
I just kind of slack jaw because I'm being kidnapped by an old 60-year-old man.
Dude, getting on the bus, the dude looks ripped. The dude, I mean, he is fucking filthy. His shirt is all covered with like brown, like looks like dried blood spots and everything. He's got a giant haunch of meat, and it's really cold in here.
Yeah,
I mean-
he also has a grenade. I believe that's my
No,
big-
he gave the grenade
How's
to
the
the
grenade
cop,
now?
and he's driving the bus. He just gets on, starts driving.
Why the hell did you give that psycho the grenade?
He's a cop. You can't. Who are you gonna trust if you can't trust a cop with a grenade?
I'd rather trust you.
Oh, man, that means a lot. That's so nice. But we got to go. We got to go. You guys don't want music. We just gonna go. Starts driving you out of town. He gets you about 20 miles outside.
I'm going to keep checking my phone
And-
every few miles to see if it worked.
Your phone. It's not a matter of signal. It's hot. Your phone is like super overheated, and the screen won't even turn on. You get outside of town a little bit.
Do we recognize where we're going? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm assuming we know the surrounding area.
Yeah. You're going to, it's one of the parks kind of on the west side of town. You're going into like one of these mountain forest parks. And as soon as you get outside of town, he gets real quiet. Before he was kind of chattery, and now he's gotten real quiet. And he pulls in to the park. However, as soon as he goes into the park, he cuts across and goes down this dirt road. And you see these like private gates, which there are generally no private gates inside of a public park. This isn't, you don't understand this piece. And you start getting real nervous, like twitchy nervous. Everybody's got guns. And everybody is, like you want to get the fuck out of here.
Wait, are these the people from the pictures?
Huh? You don't know. You didn't see people in the pictures. You couldn't see.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Dude, all of a sudden in the back, the Deshaun, or on the other side of that haunch of meat from you, detective is, oh shit. You hear it. He's getting nervous and he's getting twitchy.
Sir, if you don't calm down, I will tase you.
Come get me, big boy.
I pull the holster out and I come
Dude, you're
around.
twitchy. You want to tase it. You don't even want to worry about it.
Tactical style with my hands in the air.
Hey, sit your ass down. We're driving a bus. You don't stand up on the bus like you never been on a bus before.
We've all
your
been
ass
standing
down.
the whole time.
What's that?
We've all been standing the whole time. No one wanted to sit on the sticky seats.
Oh, really?
Same here, yeah.
Oh, I mean, he apparently wasn't paying attention until all of a sudden you start hitting these bumpy roads. You're all going around and
Yeah, no,
I was standing the whole
He's been
time
sitting down.
with my pistol out, but when he did that, I swapped to my taser, and I'm coming around the haunch of meat, leading with the taser. I'm looking right
you
at
see his
face.
feet. You see the feet. Man, he's got his taser
I know where the
pointed
haunch
at
of
your
meat
face.
is.
Huh? What?
The haunch of meat.
Yeah, you see his feet behind the haunch of meat. So when he's coming around, you see him. Dude, the haunch of meat all of a sudden comes flying and hits you and knocks you off balance. Right when you hit a bump and you fall into one of the seats.
Yeah, I'm seated. I'm going to be seated as well, closer to the front now that we're hitting the bumps. I just want to like take a seat just myself before I fall into one.
I don't care who you are. You just assaulted a police officer. And I stand up and I pop the taser.
Okay, wait. Oh, all right.
She did the haunch of meat.
I want you. What is your cool roll?
My cool?
So for everybody out there with this system, there are very, very few roles, very, very few roles that a character is going to have to make. You have charm, cool, sharp, tough, and weird. So that's your entire stat list right there. So
My base cool is +2. I was going to use unfazable as a move and take a +1. So my cool would be a +3.
okay, roll.
8 +3. So it's 11.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you want to tase this guy in the face. You want to, but you know it's the wrong thing to do.
So I deploy the taser.
Okay.
And so
Into the haunch of meat because I know what he's doing.
I stood up and I
And I'm going to push that meat in the way.
I want
Because
you to
I'm
roll.
quick.
Roll. Act under pressure.
I'm going to borrow your... Hey, Jared. Deshaun's going to borrow your... Hey, man, what's wrong with that dice? Why are you taking dice away from me?
That's my dice. Nobody rolls my dice but me. I don't cheat on my dice.
That's not what I heard.
his dice told him
6.
Yeah. So you push it. It kind of comes back at you a little bit, and you get tased.
I'm going to sue your ass.
and every time he
Meanwhile-
opens his mouth, I just squeeze the trigger.
That's okay. I know you're a police officer. I'm going to report your ass so fast.
All right. You are unconscious. You are tased the F out. Or no, Deshaun. Deshaun is tased. You feel really good all of a sudden. You're very happy, but you still feel like you should not be here. This is the wrong thing. Yes, Mr. Wesson.
The whole time they've been doing this whole thing. Again,
They're making you nervous.
yeah, well, what I'm going to kind of do is I'm going to sit at the edge of the seat with my M4 kind of pointed in the general direction of them, but with the barrel still pointed towards the ground, just in case trigger happy dude over here decides he wants to take a turn at me. So I'm just prepared, ready.
This dude's psychotic.
I'm a high-end cop who got assaulted by a hunk of meat by you. Of course I'm going to tase you.
You attacked me, sir.
As soon as you tase him and you turn around and all of a sudden
disagree with that.
you see the guy on he's got his gun prepped, like ready to go at you.
I just look over my shoulder at him and I just give him an icy stare.
I'm unfazed. I have icy eyes too.
Let's not play games.
Then sit down, shut up, and do what you're told for 5 seconds, and don't let your ego get in the way.
I'm just going to stand. I'm going to keep looking at Deshaun and I'm going to have I'm leaving the prongs in.
Why are you looking at Deshaun? He is out.
I'm waiting for him to possibly wake up.
No, he's out.
You did this to yourself. As a player, I'm letting you know you did this to yourself.
So
I'm pretty sure Mr. Chamberlain's going to take my side on that one.
okay, I'm just standing like I've been. I'll undo the prong, the front casing with the taser, and I'll just reload it, and I'll put it back in its holster.
Both of you roll act under pressure.
Who?
Both of you.
Yeah. Where do you roll?
It is plus cool.
Oh, so I'm still at a +3.
I got an 8.
Got a 5.
He pulls his gun on you. You can't help it.
The driver?
Yeah, no. You pull your gun on Wesson.
Okay.
I mean, he's going to come at you. You know it. It's just he's going to come at you. What did you roll,
I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, man, you don't feel comfortable about this. As soon as he pulls his gun, it's your choice. You pull on or not.
I just kind of stand up and go, you really don't want to go down this road. I was like, the last thing we need to be doing is trying to kill each other in
himself.
a small area.
He's primed. He's ready.
I'm just like, how about we both take a deep breath and step back from the situation before someone ends up dead on the floor.
You guys are stupid. God, you guys are stupid. Put your guns down.
That's just what I said. And I'm just gonna let my M4 just kind of swing by the holster as I just put my arms up.
As you put your arms up, he slams on the brakes. You are sitting down. You were sitting down again, right?
I stood up when he pulled his gun on me.
You tumble over a seat. Josh, you were kind of down the middle aisle.
I was.
You fly to the front of the thing, take a point of damage hitting the front of the bus.
All right. Is it under harm?
Yes.
No,
Jared, you just flip over a seat, so you're okay.
Do I just cross out the box or?
Just check it.
Okay.
just check it.
Are you guys done? Are you guys done with this shit now? Oh, we're here, by the way. And all of a sudden you look up and there's this big dilapidated house in front of you. Like it looks like at one point it might have been a mansion, but it's a mansion built inside a state park. It's not supposed to be here, but it's old and it's beat up. Paint's all worn down. It's 3 stories tall. You can see gaps in the boards.
All right. Well, I guess I take it that he walks out of the bus first. My bad.
Okay. Now that you're done beating up your microphones.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a good photo.
It's beautiful.
So you get to this house, and Chamberlain's like, "All right, you guys want to know what's going on now?
Yeah, a little bit. That's why
Can
you
you
brought
put
us
the
here.
guns away?
Fine.
I just let my M4 kind of hang, and all my guns are just kind of just chilling and hanging.
All right, you're done. Okay,
Holster my pistol.
thank you. Now you knocked the other gentleman unconscious, so you get to carry him in. I don't get paid for that."
Okay.
He gets off the bus. He opens the door, climbs off the bus, and goes inside.
I'm gonna follow him.
Dude, you guys, I mean, all kinds of weird noises. You know, the wolves howling, the owls. I mean, everything is out of place here. You just do not want to be in this house. Everything in your body is telling you to run the F away.
Except for Raw. He's out
Except for
cold.
Raw, because he's way out.
I'm with the UFOs.
I go back and I grab him by his feet, and I
You're a cop. You wouldn't treat him like that.
He's clearly not a very good cop.
I grab him by his feet and I lift him up as best I can and pull him towards the edge of the seat, and I just get him into a fireman carry position and hoist him up.
As soon as you hoist him over your shoulder, he farts like huge in your face.
That doesn't matter to me.
Oh, it really does. That's awful.
That's some goat cheese coming at you.
He microwaved fish for lunch at work today. So,
I'm going to carry him off the bus.
all right, he takes you inside. He opens the door. You get inside the house, and once again, same thing inside. Man, this place is an absolute disaster. There's a couple pieces of furniture. There's one light swinging that's just kind of flickering. You know, that barely works. But at one point, you could tell this place was very nice.
I want to look at the gentleman who's leading us in, and I just kind of want to look at him, and I want to be like, I look at him, I'm like, I take it this is your place.
Oh no, this is Master Creed's place. This is his domicile, not mine. I just work here.
Whose is this?
Master Creed?
Master Creed,
Yeah.
the boxer.
What? That's Apollo, fool, and you're unconscious. You can't talk to me.
His subconscious speaks.
You want to go see him? You ready to go see the master?
Might as well since we're here.
All right. The master of the house. He'll see you. Give me just a second. Let me just go check. He goes up to like kind of around the corner, and there's a door, and he's going down into the cellar. I mean, of course, that makes you feel good. Because when have you ever seen anything good happen in a cellar in a dilapidated old house?
Nothing good
in
usually
a
ever
horror
does that.
movie? No. So he walks downstairs, and he's gone. He's gone for about 3 or 4 minutes and doesn't come back up. So he walks downstairs, and he's gone. He's gone for about 3 or 4 minutes and doesn't come back up. So he walks downstairs, and he's gone. He's gone for about 3 or 4 minutes and doesn't come back up. So he walks downstairs, and he's gone for about 3 or 4 minutes and doesn't come back up.
I just want to observe the area as I'm waiting for him to return.
You going to do anything? You're just going to keep the fireman carried?
I'm gonna find a bench and just set him on it, and then I'm gonna pull out my tactical flashlight, just shine around and look, because I'm assuming the lighting in here is not very great.
No, there's one flickering bulb.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be looking around the place.
Are we inside the house?
Yes. As soon as he sets you on the chair, you wake up. You just groggy as all hell, and all of a sudden you're inside this house, and the bad house in every single Scooby-Doo movie.
I see.
All right, so Deshaun, he just dropped you in the chair. You kind of groggily wake up. As soon as you do, you guys are seeing each other again. Are you looking at focusing on each other? Are you focusing on the house?
I'm focusing on the house. I got a tack light, and I'm just looking around that room.
And I'm doing the same thing. I'm focusing on the house as well.
They turn their back to you.
What is the first heavy object in this room?
There's a candelabra right next to you.
I chuck it and go for the front door.
Chunk it at what?
The motherfucker that tased me.
Okay, roll, kick some ass.
I'm not staying here. 2 cycles with guns, dude with a meat in his bus, Scooby-Doo house.
If I want to use battlefield awareness, is that a passive thing? It's you always know what's happening around you and what to watch out for?
What'd you roll?
9.
So that is a partial success. And roll, yes, it's passive, so roll.
So it gives me a +1 to my armor. I rolled a 6 plus my baseline 2 to cool, so I got an 8.
You recognize he's hitting you, and you're able to move just enough that you get hit in the back with something heavy, and it stumbles you up a little bit, and all of a sudden you see Deshaun getting up out of that chair you plopped him in so he could try to make for the door. You sons of bitches, settle down up there. Don't make me come up there. I got a grenade.
Seriously, you two need to knock it off before you end up getting me killed with your stupidity.
I feel the object hit me. I turn around, I look at him, and see he's running, but I'm more concerned about my surroundings than I am about some weenie little radio host who took a cheap shot.
I'm not weenie. I'm big.
He's a big dude. He's not
crying in the back of the bus.
He's a normal dude on a bus with a bunch of dudes with guns and a grenade.
And a slab of meat.
And a giant hunch of meat.
Yeah, the meat still got me kind of tripped out too.
I've seen cops cry.
So I'm still looking around the house. I shake it off.
You get to the door. The door's locked. It doesn't want to open.
No.
He's starting to wig out. He's starting to kind of make you nervous. You're starting to kind of get a little antsy.
Was this dude born nervous? Do you have some sort of nervous system failure?
Everybody is on edge. Chamberlain stomps back upstairs. Man, you guys can't be cool for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I asked for 5 minutes.
I've been trying.
What is wrong with you? You're a police officer, right?
I pull my badge out and just hang it out in front.
Oh, now you show the badge. You couldn't have diffused the situation earlier with the badge. You show it now that you're in my house. I'm sorry, Master Creed's house. Come on. Let's just go downstairs and put your goddamn guns away.
I don't have my gun out. All I had is a flashlight out.
I don't have mine either.
All I had is a flashlight out.
You had your flashlight and your gun. You said you were kind of going tactical.
No, he just
style.
said flashlight. His tactical flashlight.
Tactical flashlight.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Lincoln? Mr. Deshaun?
Then I try to go downstairs and run out the door.
You tried to go out to the front door, which you came in right there.
But he said he came upstairs. Oh, he went downstairs.
He went downstairs. You weren't conscious when that happened.
That was weird. I'm sorry. I apologize. Not sure what that was.
He goes downstairs first. You coming? Coming.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I will be going last because I'm normal.
You guys go downstairs, and this place is immaculate, gorgeous. The wood, the walls are polished wood. There's bookshelves everywhere. It's packed with old leather books. There's candelabras on the wall. All the lighting in here is through lanterns And once again, lit candles burning everywhere. There's a giant picture screen on the back that shows like an image of outside and makes it look very, very bright in here. And it's weird. And there's a man sitting at a table eating a big, thick steak, just going at it.
Welcome. Have a seat.